Hey, 64th Gear Jammers, this is Logan, and you're watching Toy Talk. Today, I'm here to talk to you about what a collector is and some of the types of collectors that are out there. I'm a longtime farm toy and toy truck collector, and my collection and businesses have been featured in both the Toy Farmer and the Toy Trucker and Contractor magazines. Now, the big question is this: do you want a unique toy collection that is the envy of all your friends and fellow collectors worldwide? If so, you have come to the right place to learn about all things die-cast and resin. Follow along as I talk about the latest and greatest releases from the top manufacturers in the industry that will make your collection stand out from all the rest. My name is Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, and this is Toy Talk. Guys, I've got a report that will really help you with your collection. Just click the link below to go on and get it, and I'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to keep up with all of my videos. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, a collector is a person who makes a collection. Real specific, right? Let me go dig a little deeper and get to the definition of a collection. Webster's dictionary defines a collection as something collected, especially an accumulation of objects gathered for study, comparison, or exhibition, or as a hobby. You are probably a collector, whether you know it or not. Tell me, what kinds of things do you collect? Let me know in the comments below. Now, there are many types of collectors. The first one is the one that I like to call the shotgun collector. That person collects two or more of anything without any real focus or pattern. Then there's the hoarder. This is the type of collector who collects everything and never throws anything away. But most important, there's the person who focuses on one or two things. For example, the doll collector. Now, a doll collector may focus on brand name dolls exclusively, such as Barbie, or she may collect dolls in general. The dolls bring the collector joy in finding them, seeing them, and showing them off. Another kind of collector is the farm toy collector. He may collect real farm tractors and equipment, or he might just collect the toys. Reasons for collecting are varied from personal connections to farming, or just about dreaming about owning the farm tractors that he would like to have, but he doesn't. Farm toy collectors are generally very brand specific, such as John Deere, Allis-Chalmers, or Case. These collectors only collect their brand and ignore the rest, making for a very focused collection that is sure to be envied. Scale is not usually important to the brand collector as long as the brand name is right. However, there are other kinds of farm toy collectors that are scale conscious and only collect a specific scale such as 1/64th or 1/16th. These types of collectors are typically not very brand specific and will buy what looks good to them on their shelves. Oftentimes, scale collectors use their collection to build a diorama to show off not only their collection, but also their scenery building skills. Dioramas such as these are a very prominent feature at farm toy shows and a hit with the audiences. Still, another type of farm toy collector is the manufacturer-specific collector. He collects either SpecCast, Ertl, Universal Hobbies, or any other farm toy maker out there. These collectors are very loyal to the manufacturers and keep adding pieces to their collection, often buying everything that manufacturer makes. Now, the last kind of collector I want to talk about today is the truck collector. Truck collectors, like farm toy collectors, are often very brand specific. Peterbilt and Kenworth collectors are the most dominant in the group. However, on the roads, their trucks only make up a very small percentage of the overall trucking industry. A truck collector may collect real trucks or just toy trucks. Toy truck collectors are typically more scale specific. The most common scale is 1/64th, but 1/50th and 1/34th have a strong collector base too. And let's not forget the 1/14th scale RC trucks. The radio control guys have a very rabid collector group, even though it's kind of small. Toy truck makers are another criterion that collectors really take into consideration when adding to their collection. 1/50th and 1/34 scale trucks are dominated by first gear. Diecast Promotions was the most prominent maker of 1/64 scale trucks, but several other manufacturers are carving out their niche in the 64 scale market, such as Advantage Diecast and Neo scale models. Now, another thing that people consider is materials used to make the toy trucks. Diecast metal is the main material, but tin trucks, plastic trucks, and model kits have solid collector bases too. Resin hybrids are the coming toy truck models to collect. Advantage Diecast and Neo scale models are pioneering this method and are releasing trucks that collectors have wanted to have for years, but are never going to have one made in 100% diecast. These releases will be very coveted on the secondary market due to the very, very limited nature of the models to begin with. For more information on resin versus diecast, please click the link below and get my free report on the subject. Collecting is more than just a hobby. Unique collections are often garner regional to worldwide fame. So far, I've mentioned 3 kinds of collectors: doll, farm, and truck collectors. I have mentioned some of the kinds of criteria that they use in developing their dream collections. Tell me, what kind of collection do you have, or what kind of collection are you interested in? Let me know in the comments below. What does a dream collection mean to you? To me, a dream collection may have many items in the collection, but may not be really interesting. By this, I mean the collection is very much like other collections, each having many of the same items. Therefore, not really interesting to the viewer, and it doesn't garner much attention. To me, a dream collection that is interesting, regardless of scale or type, has one or more related items to the collection that stand out and become the highlight of the collection that people will want to come and see. These items are usually unique, hard to find, but not necessarily one of a kinds. They are items that are something out of the ordinary, that are not seen in every other collection. Regardless of the types of items in your dream collection, you probably want to show them off to your friends and family and neighbors. You worked hard and spent money to make your collection perfect. You probably built a room or have glass shelves or a curio case to show off your collection. You will want the viewers to rave about your collection, garnering you that regional or worldwide recognition that you deserve. But you feel that after your friends have seen your collection, they have a ho-hum attitude. For example, they have the attitude the viewer might take of, if you've seen one toy truck collection, you've seen them all. They will say it's nice and other very kind things about it, but you'll feel let down. I know the feeling. Been there myself. I collect all scales of model trucks. I changed that feeling and have people now wanting to see my truck collection by adding just a few items that are totally unique and fit into my truck collection. My truck collection is made up of all brands and scales. All kinds of trucks are represented, but I focused mainly on 1/64 scale and have many, many models in that scale. But I still got that ho-hum feeling from people who viewed my collection. Not until I added unique 1/64th model trucks to my collection did that feeling go away. You can change the ho-hum feeling you get from the viewers of your truck collection by doing the same thing that I did. I added an exquisitely detailed Chevrolet Bison and Chevrolet Titan 90, as well as a Chevrolet C65 to my collection. Now that cost a lot of money, but it was worth every penny. Since none of the 3 trucks were on the market, I decided to make them myself. I formed a company called Advantage Diecast. I got a license from GM for the Chevrolet brand name, and then I found a factory in China to make them. I suppose that was the hard way to get unique trucks for my truck collection, but it really paid off. Now, instead of the ho-hum feeling I used to get, it has changed it to a wow! People want to see my new trucks. Comments about the trucks range from fantastic to outright sensational. Now, regardless of what scale trucks you collect, the Advantage Diecast 1/64 scale Bison, Titan 90, and C65 will place your truck collection above all the other truck collections out there. Change viewers' comments from ho-hum to wow, and more important, people will want to see your collection. Advantage Diecast is offering you the opportunity to purchase any one or all three of these fantastic model trucks for a limited time. Limited in the sense that only a few trucks of each kind remain and they will never be made again. If you want your collection to stand out from all the other collections out there, why don't you just click the links below to get one or all three of these trucks? By the way, at the links below, you will get many bonuses that are not available anywhere else. Thanks for watching, and as always, please hit the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe to keep up with all of my videos.